It's so embarrassing. What a rookie move. I was just trying to, see if y'all could read lips and all. Let's rewind. Welcome to the night shift, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope you had a great day. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Wherever it is that you find yourself in the world right now, I hope that you're having a great time. I hope you've had a great day. No matter what's happened in the last trading session, it's a new trading session now. It's a new trading day now. It all starts right now. We're live on the night shift, the fastest growing futures live day trading in the Asia session. Hope you guys are having a great day. My name is Brad. I am your host here every single night, Sunday night through Thursday. Anytime the market's open, I'm going to be here in the evening session with you. So, but I'm glad you guys are here, and I'm sorry about the muting at the beginning. I thought I had it. I didn't. Thought I hit the button. I didn't. It's like my honeymoon all over again. Oh, man. Let's say hi to some people. Farina, of course. Good evening, mama. Thanks for being here. Kevin, what's going on? I am Liquidity. Dan's in the house. Welcome back. Devil Jinx. Rockstar. Mind the Dave. LL, it's LL. Adam's here. ID 1610. Mark Frank, what's going on? T-Dogs Malone's here. Spencer's here. It's good to see you guys. What the heck is in showing up? Sir Trading, Alternator. C-Wiz, what's going on, man? How you doing, buddy? What's up? Luke Legase? I don't recognize that name, but welcome in, man. Glad you guys are here. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you're having a good trading session. It was a great day for me. One of the best trading sessions I've had in a while. We were green across the board on all accounts. We hit max consistency on the two Lucid Flex 25K evals, and we almost doubled the funded account. The 50K funded account, almost doubled it. So I'll go over all that with you guys in a bit. But how are y'all? Were you green? Were you red? Anybody pass an eval? Anybody request a payout? Anybody blow up an account? Did we have any fallen soldiers today? Spencer says I only had a couple hundred left of drawdown on my funded, but was able to climb back to the starting point. There you go. Yeah, smash those like buttons, guys. Let's get them up. As always, 200 likes. That's the first goal. 200 likes. We broke. I was a little sad last night. We broke our 400 like streak. We had a 2-week 400 like streak going on, which I was pretty proud of. And it went down last night. We didn't quite get there. That's all right. We can start a new streak tonight. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We just crossed 125,000 on our way to 130,000 subscribers, which is incredible. Let's see what else. Yeah, share. Click that share button too. The more people that we can get in here watching, the more giveaways we can do. And it's just more fun in general. So, yeah. How were your days, guys? What happened? Green for New York, red so far this session, says Jay Woods. Kevin lost an eval. I won the other day. It sucks. Today was a challenge. You sat out. Cool. Lost a soldier. The Nvidia spike smoked your short. I actually caught the top of that. I caught the top of that spike and rode it all the way back down on the funded account. In fact, I didn't trade my funded account all day, and I shorted that spike and almost doubled the account off of that. So 3 accounts red, 3 accounts green. I need to get refocused. What's up, Dave Mac? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Couple small red, one green from last night. Lost an account and my mind. Oh no, I'm liquidity. Don't lose your mind. It's all right. We'll talk about that. I got a little trading psychology for us tonight that I want to talk about later. So, Dave Mac, 80 and 50 bucks away from passing 2 evals I've been working on forever. Those are the toughest ones. Right when you're about to cross that finish line, the energy that you feel inside to get it across is so strong. And I have been close. I've been, 50, 100 bucks away so many times, and then end up just trying to force trade after force trade just to get it over. So take your time, wait for your setups, man. Don't push it. Nvidia, I can't understand. It's nothing but positive moves wrapped around the stock, and yet they're shorting the hell out of this thing. I know, dude. They just keep coming out with more good news, more good news, more good news. And the market just does not want to do anything with the good news. I still am kind of leaning slightly bullish for the rest of the day today. Like, I think Tuesday, I think we maybe climb a little bit more. I think there's a little bit of pressure coming off from the war. I think the market is adjusting now to this is kind of the new normal. They realize that, it doesn't look like it's going to be the start of World War III. It looks like, the Strait of Hormuz is going to tankers are going to start being able to get back through sooner rather than later. And so I feel like there's a little bit of pressure coming off to the downside of this. So I'm leaning more bullish heading into this session. Not to say that we won't see a dip. I'm going to wait for a dip on ES and NQ, see if we can get a run of some of these lows on ES and NQ, maybe a little pop down back into like maybe the 24,800 level at least is probably where I would look. Maybe start building a position around 820 to 800. If I could get a quick pop down there, I think I'm leaning slightly more bullish. I'm Liquidity says, today's session was really mentally taxing for me. Non-directional days like this destroy my accounts, unfortunately. I've been there, man. Been there many times. I was fortunate that last night on the first account here, I maxed it out in the Asia session. And then this morning, I shorted on ES. Let's see, it was right around this 10 o'clock time right here. It was about 30 minutes into the market. I shorted back down to the open and I maxed out that one. And then I didn't do anything the rest of the day until that pop at about 305, 310. I shorted it and I got in right around, it was on NQ I got in. I traded that on NQ. I did 2 micros on NQ. Let me see if I can, let me see if I have, I need to get on that account. Hold on. Oh no, that was it's on my funded. I don't have that account loaded up on TradingView, so I can't show the execution. But it wasn't the top tick. It was on its way back down. I want to say it was somewhere around 25,000 I got in. And I took it. I took it all the way back down to the start of that news event, and I got out there. Could have held it for more, but I was happy with what I did. Sir Trading says, Brad, where to find the setting that make an opening trade appears on the chart? I'm not sure. Like when I put a trade on, you'll see it show up in your settings. If you go to settings and you go to trading, you can see positions and orders and make sure that's checked. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Profit and loss value, potentially. Just check your trading settings and make sure you have some of those buttons checked off. What's up, Pam? What's up, Pierre Perspective? Tradey, what's going on? Fraser's here. For all audiences, welcome in. Thanks for being here. You guys smash that like button. We're already up to 150 people, but we only got 51 likes so far. Smash that like button for me. Let's get those likes up. We'll do our first giveaway tonight when we get to 200 likes. So please help the channel out. Help yourself out. Smash it. And let me put you on to something. I'm a Pepsi Zero. I like Pepsi Zero and I like Coke Zero. So I was gonna go. We were almost out, and I had to go pick up some at the store. And they had this new Pepsi Zero. It's called Wild Cherry and Cream Pepsi Zero. And I gotta tell you, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. It's really good. Any kind of the cream sodas, anything with the cream sodas, I'm all over it, dude. Anything with cream soda, I'm good. So I saw the Pepsi Zero Wild Cherry and Cream. It was the cream that got me. Well, what do you think of Tradeify prop accounts? Tradeify is a great prop company. They have some really good accounts. In fact, if we get our likes up tonight, I think I've got one in the treasure chest to give away if you like those. So, but we got to get the likes up. It starts with 200 likes. That's the very first goal. 200 likes, guys. 200 likes. Smash the like button. We'll get it up there. The Dr. Pepper Vanilla Cherry was pretty great. I haven't had that. Do they have it in the? Do they have it in the Dr. Pepper Zero flavor? If I'm gonna drink Dr. Pepper, I'm almost like, give me the full sugar Dr. Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper. I've drank way too much Dr. Pepper in my life. Cherry Lemon Sundrop? I've never heard of that, no. Drops Homestead. What's up, buddy? Do sign language too? I don't think you're live, buddy. You need to click the live. I think he's back at the beginning because he said something about do sign language too. All right. Here we go. Let me get into what happened today. We'll just rewind a little bit. We, of course, overnight, last night, we had this big run up. London didn't really pull back. We opened above, at or above DD Pand. This is, I've already switched over to the M contract. Yesterday I was trading the H, but today I've switched over to the M contract. And so the levels were a little bit different than the H contract, but basically we opened right above DD band or at DD band, popped up. We just consolidated all day. Very, very tight range here. No real true direction. We took out yesterday's high on NQ. I don't think we didn't take out Friday's high on ES yet, but we did take it out on NQ. I think I would like to see price run lower if I'm going to look for a buy. Of course, your A+ setup on ES, you have dynamic MHP sitting down here at 67.18. So obviously a big dip down here. That would be an A+ golden setup here to go long off of. Dynamic HP is above. NQ, both dynamic HP and MHP are sitting above current price. So, with all that said, we are just going to sit and wait and be patient. There's no reason to push a button. I'll show you my dashboards here. So this was yesterday on this first account. I tried to take a little long off of the open, this right at the market open on that drop. I tried to long it. It showed no willingness to go back above the open price, so I cut it real quick. But this account, the middle account, is the 625 there. And then, oh no, this is the one. There you go, because Lucid updates in real time. So 624 on that. That was last night. This was just a little bit ago. The one that I just showed you was the one that I traded short off of the about 30 minutes after the open this morning. And then on my funded futures, Friday's trade and then today's trade off of the NVIDIA news. I shorted it back down off the NVIDIA news with 2 micros. So that's how my day went. It was a very good, beautiful, clean trading day. Really, really clear for me as far as like just conviction or what I was looking for and what I was waiting for. Super happy just about my executions, about my accuracy, about my trade management, position sizing. It was just really it was just a really good day of system execution and building up the discipline, the continued slow discipline over and over and over and over and over. So Saint, no, I've rolled over. I'm on the M contract right now. Yeah. And welcome in, buddy. Thanks for being here. Smash that like button, guys. We got some work to do. We need to get to 200 likes for our first giveaway tonight. What's up, son of Wall Street? Welcome in. So that was my trading day. It was super simple and straightforward. I used to hate and dread kind of these choppy trading ranges, but I just waited. I was very neutral on an overall bias, and so I was just playing off of and around the DD band and in between MHPs and HPs all day. And that was really just kind of the setups that I was looking for and to take, and just super happy about the overall execution of that. So, oh, the DOM is on HE. Oh, thank you. Yeah, let me get rid of that. Thank you for that. I need to get those to. I got the MESM here. I need to add in MNQ. We'll put the M up there. Thank you. I need to change it down here as well. Get rid of these. Get rid of that. And add in, I can't trade gold, so we'll get rid of that. So that was a good catch. Good catch. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. What is the difference between the contracts? They're just one is, so the June contract is when the contract comes due is in June. So the price is going to be different. So I'll show you MESH in comparison to that. Let me add that in here. I'll pull it up. So here's ME. This is the current contract, the M, and if I go here to H, you can see the price difference. So price on the June contract, hold on. Price on the June contract is trading at 67.46, and price on the H contract is trading at 66.95, because this is looking, it's a futures contract, right? So the difference is that 3 months from now, the futures is saying price should be at 67.46 3 months out, versus the March contract, which is finishing up by Friday, is trading at 66.95. So it's just the difference between the time horizon with which you're trading. So the main reason we switch over is for volume. None of us are trying to hold contracts to delivery and actually, take delivery of these shares on S&P or whatever, right? So we're trying to profit off of the small moves, and we want to be trading the contract that has the most volume being traded on it. This week is the rollover. So people are switching from H every day and rolling over to the June contract, which is M. MESM. Make sure you load up on oil. Yeah, I just, unless we get some more crazy news, Iran is shooting missiles currently at United Arab Emirates right now. They're shooting missiles at Iraq. They're shooting missiles at Dubai and drones. Like, they're still firing stuff off, and so they're not, they're not just going away, but it is slowing down tremendously. Their military resources are quickly being eliminated every single day. More and more of them are being eliminated. I kind of just get this vibe that, like, I'm not saying that if America or Israel decides to start targeting oil infrastructure within Iran, then oil's obviously going to take off again. It's just going to get completely, it's going to shoot to the moon again. If the US and Israel leave the oil stuff alone, and we can get some tankers moving through the Strait of Hormuz, even with military engagements and no ceasefire or treaty, really, whatever it may be, oil is going to start dropping. The gap from oil from when this started is right here, the bottom of this red box right here. This is where we gapped up on the first initial attack. We went from 67.30 to 74 in that first week, and then the second week is when we got the big massive spike. And the third week, the gap was much smaller. And so far, as we ended the week, we didn't really make any progress all week inside, or so far this week. The gap up was teeny tiny, and in fact, we've just sold off of it. We've never really made any advance to try to get back up into the weekly opening gap for oil right now. It just kind of feels to me like the market is settling down from the war news, meaning, like, over time, it's almost like it becomes desensitized to the events that are going on around it. At first, it's like shock and awe. Oh my God, it's going to be World War III. This is going to go really bad. Do they have a nuclear bomb? Like, there was just so much uncertainty. And now we're about 2.5 weeks into it. And you can you're starting to get a rhythm of news releases. You're starting to get, of course, Trump is like, oh, this is going to be over soon. Of course, he says it every day. But you also see that Iran isn't having and mounting a really strong military response to this. And you kind of get the sense that they're going to, like, they can obviously drag it out as long as they want. And they can fire off a few missiles or drones every day for probably a long time. But by doing that, you're just delaying the inevitable, so to speak, for them. It doesn't, unless they get some friends, unless big brothers start to show up to the party to help get their back, it doesn't really feel like, it really feels more like the writing's on the wall. Now it's just a matter of time. They're not going to be able to withstand this indefinitely. They have no air force. They have no air defense. And so the market seems to be like, oh yeah, okay. This is probably going to go on for a little bit longer. And as long as America and Israel leaves their oil alone, maybe this thing's going to be, we can kind of get back to trading normally. And then if we get a news alert, maybe we get a little spike here or there. But it almost feels like we're going to be okay just settling into this little maybe $90 to $95 price range on oil. And maybe quickly lower, if you get any news about the Strait of Hormuz opening back up. So that's why I'm kind of just waiting and watching, looking for a little bit of a drop here. I'm hoping for a little bit of a drop here. And right now we're not getting, this time last night and a lot of the previous Asia sessions, like last week and the last week and a half, Asia has been really moving right off the bat. And so far we've had a very muted reaction in the Asia session so far. So maybe this becomes your speaking generically, your typical Asia session that's kind of slow and choppy and rangy tonight. And we just wait for a little bit more information to come out in London and New York again. But it wouldn't surprise me if we If Asia wants to come down, we find some nice buys. London runs it back up, and New York, you know, makes a little bit of a higher high tomorrow on, like, when you're looking at the 1 hour. You're back up into this range, you know. The bottom of this range is kind of where we topped out today, yet Friday and yesterday, in the bottom of this whole range right here. So I would like to see a little bit of a dip to buy, because I think, I don't know, I don't see it just crashing out again unless we get a headline. I don't see this crashing out. Maybe some more neutral choppiness without direction, maybe for the next couple of days, but generally higher. I think my bias is a slow melt higher without a really true strong volatile push one way or the other. That's my take. I could be completely wrong, but that's how I'm going to frame out how I'm looking for trades tonight and into tomorrow's session. Currently, we're not really getting any more big news updates other than, yeah, like I said, Dubai and UAE, their air defenses are responding to incoming drone and missile threats. So we'll see. VIX has been declining the last couple days. I'm telling you, when you look at the just temperature, it feels different this week. I don't know if it does to y'all. It does to me. It feels a little different this week. It feels like the market's like, okay, we've had 2 weeks to kind of process how this is playing out and what's going on. And now it seems like we can kind of see how the dominoes are falling and what the true fallout will be. Is there still risk? Yes. Could Iran just keep holding out and force Trump's bluff to blow up oil infrastructure? Yes. And that would re-escalate the volatility in the markets, but it also might be kind of the last straw that breaks the camel's back for Iran to be like, okay, we're not gonna, you went after it. We don't really have another answer for that. Let's end this thing. What's up, Gabe? Your punishment is to smash the like button, buddy. Smash the like. Arkhand Hakal, I don't know how you say your name, says, how do you take partial profits in TradingView? Well, if I was in a position of 3 micros, you can see it up here. If I had gotten into a position on that, you would see it, and then I could just lower the number of contracts, and I could, at certain levels, I could set a limit order to take a partial of 1, or I could just sell 1 at a time each time. That's the way I do it. Getting a little bit of a push up here at the half-hour mark. I really would like to see a run of these lows down here before we start pushing up. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm not in, like I said, I'm not in any hurry right now to push a button. I'm not in any hurry to get into a trade. I really would like, I mean, if ES popped down, I mean, that's a pretty big drop. We're looking at almost a 50-point drop to get down to HP. You don't have the feeling that the Asia session is gonna line up with that kind of volatility right now. So we're just gonna have to kind of wait and see. But it is time. It is time for us to just pause a moment and just to remember those fallen soldiers that we sent into battle today. Remember, we gave them orders, we told them what to do, and they didn't question us. They didn't talk back. They didn't doubt us. They just took their orders and they went right into the jaws of volatility and price action. And some of our soldiers paid the ultimate price today, and we got emails with breached accounts, blown accounts, rule violations, and it happens. And we just need to salute and remember, gone but not forgotten. We will learn the lessons. We will become smarter, and we will protect the ones that still remain. But in the meantime,
they answered.
Let's have a moment.
When the setup formed, they stepped forward. They took the risk, and they held their ground. They executed their orders with courage, without fear, without hesitation, without complaint. They did not chase glory. They served the mission. And today, they have fallen, stopped out, breached, closed at the edge of the margin. But make no mistake, they did their job. They followed the plan. They faced the volatility. They stood in the fire so we can learn. The loss was a teacher. The pain was a warning. This is the fight for discipline, for mastery. And we do not forget those who paid the price. We rise wiser. We continue the mission. The objective remains. And tomorrow, we trade smarter. We stand stronger. To the accounts that fell in battle, we salute you.
We salute. We salute. We salute. Gone but not forgotten. Gone but not forgotten. We got to protect him, man. We got to have discipline. We got to protect him. We can't let our emotions rule the day. Up to 100 likes already. You guys are doing it. We just have 96 more to go. 96 more likes and we'll do our first giveaway, guys. Smash that like button. AI Vin Diesel. Top ticker, man. Yeah, dude. Every night we pause and remember our fallen soldiers. These accounts, man. We treat them at times just so loosely. But we worked hard for that money to pay that eval fee. And we had great and grand plans for every account we've purchased. And sometimes we make bad decisions and our soldiers go down. And sometimes we can do everything right and our soldiers still go down. And, you know, we got to learn from it. We got to learn lessons from all of it. So, Candle Trading just shorted. Good luck, buddy. What am I eating tonight? I don't know. I've not been, like, my stomach has been kind of messed up today. I haven't really eaten much at all, and I still don't have much of an appetite tonight. So Lady Darb was cooking something, and I don't know what she's cooking, but I told her, I was like, hey, after you make dinner, just text me and let me know what you made. Maybe I might have an appetite, but right now I just don't have much of an appetite. I'm kind of scared to eat anything. Jay Wood says, I cannot get a read on this session, less red, but each trade feels like a coin flip sitting out till a decent level. So, yeah, I mean, Jay Wood, when you're unsure, probably the best thing to do for me when I'm unsure is to sit out. Not trading is trading. Not being in a position is just as much and probably more often than not the most important thing that you can do. There's actually very little to do when you're trading. Most of it is waiting. Most of it is sitting around. We've talked about this a lot with psychology before. We've talked about it a lot with psychology when we say that our brains are wired, biologically wired, not to protect us, or at least do what it thinks it needs to do to protect us. And it doesn't recognize true threats to us and real threats to us. Like right now, a lot of people are watching price move up and down, and they feel uncomfortable because they're not in a trade. And they're like, man, I could be making money right now. The whole point of day trading is to make money. The whole point of sitting down at a chart and logging onto YouTube and watching some random guy talk about trading and talk about what's happening on the charts, and we're not doing anything. We're not pushing any buttons. There's no money being made or lost. Like, what's the point? Well, a lot of that uncomfortableness comes from the fact that your brain thinks there's a threat, and the threat is a resource lost. Money is a resource. That's how our brain views it. And if we're here to try to make money, but we're not doing anything to make money, then our brain it's releasing cortisol and adrenaline, stress hormones into our bodies to create an emotional effect to make us so uncomfortable that we will do something to rectify the situation and address the emotional discharge that's happening inside of us. And so we just guess to get rid of that uncomfortable feeling. The best thing to do is to get into a position like, oh, I'm going to make money. And so then we look for patterns. What's it doing? Is it ranging? Is it trending? Is it at this line? Is it that level? Whatever it is. Is it above VWAP, below VWAP? Is it in a high value node? Is it the previous day value area low? Like, we can start framing and rationalizing why we need to push a button right now, because we're uncomfortable with the fact that we're not making any money because we're not in a trade. And so you immediately push a button so that you can get rid of that feeling and try to make money. But with the current price action, there's really no way to know which way price wants to go. It hasn't revealed its hand yet. And so now you're in a trade and you're immediately going to be frustrated and put into an uncomfortable situation because price is going to be very choppy and move very slow, and you might be a little green, might be a little red, or you might see a big red candle and you go red, and you're like, oh crap, I wasn't in a trade, now I'm in a trade, and now it's going against me, and I used to have money and now I don't have money because it's going down. And so you got to exit it and you close it out for no reason other than that it's red, or you see it go green just a little bit and you're like, ooh, my whole goal was to make money. I'm up $15. I'm going to close it out because look, this is just a crappy market. I don't know what I'm doing. So you close it out. And it's just this whole uncomfortable feeling of your brain that's biologically wired to try to identify threats around you to keep you safe. And when we're talking about money and we're talking about trading, we're talking about resource accumulation, resource protection. And that's how your brain is wired. Your amygdala hijacks everything. It removes the prefrontal cortex from being able to activate and think things through clearly. And before you know it, you're clicking in, clicking out, clicking in, clicking out, nothing's happening. People are jumping into the YouTube stream right now and they're like, is this guy taking a trade? Why isn't he in a trade? I don't see any numbers on the screen. What the hell is he doing? And then they click out to go find another YouTube streamer who's going to put a trade on so that they can get their gambling fix and deal with the uncomfortable, awkward, emotional stress that they feel trying to make money tonight. And tonight's session may be the session where we're just not going to make a lot of money because the market's not going to give us a good opportunity that has edge for us to consistently make money on. We don't know. Right now, there's nothing here for me. There's no edge for me in this market. It is extremely neutral. There's nothing happening. It's in the same basically balanced price range it was in all day today. I know what I would like to see, which is a pop lower to give me an opportunity to buy. I may or may not get that. We may just sit and chop and range and just coin flip all night long while we're on this stream. That may be what happens. And as traders, we have to be okay with that. We have to get to a point where we are okay with that. And if you can't be okay with that, not doing something, not being in a position all the time, you're probably not going to be able to make it long term as a consistently profitable trader in this industry. You've got to learn how to have some emotional control. You've got to have some maturity, and you've got to be able to prove to yourself that you can do this. And that's really kind of what I was thinking about this earlier today. I'm gonna jump over the chat before I continue on in here. Just talk to you guys, see what you guys are saying. Wired to be soft as baby food. I got you. My finger doesn't have a brain, Brad. He's a stupid idiot. You got to sit on your hands, Drop. Someone said, don't let your fingers near that button. That was eye-opening for me, for real, because I was going to go into a trade. Right now, not being in a trade is being in a trade. Yep, it's it. No position is a position. It's true. I keep getting stuck in. I got to get that back before close. And it does not help me, bro. You nailed it on the head. How are you reading my mind right now? Yeah. Rocket says, Matt has a way of digging himself out of a hole every time, and that's strictly just position sizing. Unfortunately, for a lot of us, we don't have the luxury to throw multi-thousands of dollars. Correct, which is why you have to wait for your A-plus setups. Matt's in a position where he can kind of build into setups as they approach levels that he wants. But prop firms, we don't really have that luxury with these small drawdown, high, like ticky-tack rule prop firm accounts. We can't really operate and trade the way he trades his live cash account. And you're not losing any money by sitting out. You're not. You're protecting your capital by sitting out. You cannot trade the same size contract as him. Yeah, you can't. $116 likes, guys. 200 likes. We do our first giveaway. Smash that like button for me. Just because the mind controls my fingers does not mean it will not just do something dumb. So here's what I was thinking earlier today. You know, we're talking about discipline, and you're talking about I was thinking like the whole concept of being a disciplined trader comes down to, a lot of it has to come down to your personal identity. So what I mean by that is your brain, our brains create the identities that we have about ourselves by watching and observing ourselves. So let me explain what that means. It means your subconscious brain is watching how you live, act, and behave, the choices that you make, the results of those choices over and over and over. And it looks at the mountain of evidence of your life, of the decisions that you've made up to that point. And it then basically refines and defines your identity based on the evidence of watching yourself. It's like a third person watching yourself going, oh, this guy, this girl isn't disciplined because they've shown no ability to be disciplined. And then the identity becomes, I'm not a disciplined person. So how does that relate to trading? Well, okay, so your identity as a day trader is built around self-observation, meaning your brain is watching how you trade. And if you're constantly gambling, if you're constantly pushing buttons, if you're constantly breaking your own rules, how many times could we go back and watch the last 30 days of your trading routine? How many times can we go back and watch that and see inside your brain of how many times you've made a promise to yourself that I'm going to do this, or that today. I'm not going to do this, or that again, right? I'm going to follow this rule, then you break it. Right? I'm going to not do that in this situation, and then you do that again in this situation. And your subconscious brain is watching you as a day trader consistently over time make decisions going against your rules, going against your own trading system, going against what you said that you weren't going to do, and you break, you have no self-trust. Your subconscious is looking at you going, this guy doesn't, there's no way to trust himself because he makes promises over and over and over again, but yet he continues to make decisions that are contrary to and go against everything that he's promised that he's not going to do. So his identity and the identity that your subconscious creates is you're not a consistently profitable trader. You can't pass evals. You can't get payouts. You're never going to make it in this industry. And so your identity becomes that. Now, here's the crazy part about it. We may not want that. We may actually want to be a consistently profitable trader. The conscious part of our brain probably truly really does want to consistently pass evals, to consistently reach payouts. But the subconscious part of our brain has created this identity of you're a rule breaker, you're a promise breaker, you're not disciplined to follow your system and your rules. And so it creates this identity inside, and it doesn't know whether that's identity is good or bad. All it knows is that's the reality of who this person's going to be. So this is the identity that I'm going to protect. And now your brain is wired to protect that identity. Now your brain is wired to try to emotionally push you to keep that as your identity, because it's not looking at that identity as good or bad. It's just looking at the evidence of life around it that created that. And now it's trying to protect that at all costs. So you're going to have self-sabotage moments, and your brain is going to try to protect that identity that you've created. The good thing about that is you can change it. You don't have to keep that identity forever. It's hard because the conscious part of our brain is really only about 5% of our active awake time. 95% of everything that's happening in our life is handled by the subconscious part of our brains. So you might look at somebody who's an extremely disciplined trader, and you're like, I want to be that. I can be that. You have to, it's a learned behavior where you have to start being disciplined in the very, very small things. You have to make a promise that you can keep, a very small promise. I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, as an example. Your brain, your subconscious brain, if you're not a disciplined person, is going to be, I don't believe you. That's the first instinct that your subconscious brain is going to do every time you make a promise about trading. I'm not going to trade until 15 minutes after the market opens. Your subconscious brain's going, I don't believe you. You don't keep those promises. And it's going to fight against that when the market opens. And it's going to try to make you so uncomfortable that you get in and rationalize getting into a position, even though that goes against your trading plan and your trading system. It's going to do whatever it can to keep you and keep that identity that it's built protected. You have to be able to make a promise to yourself and keep promises to yourself enough times that your subconscious brain looks at the new mountain of evidence to say, oh, this guy keeps promises to himself now. This guy is a disciplined person. When he says he's going to get up at 6 a.m., it doesn't argue. It just goes, okay, we're going to get up at 6 a.m. because that's what he said he was going to do. This guy said he's not going to trade until 15 minutes after the market opened. Okay, then we're going to be completely fine, and we're not going to make him feel weird until 15 minutes after the market opens at the earliest, because he keeps his promises. He's a disciplined person. You can change your identity, but it literally takes just making small promises to yourself, small steps, things. You can't go in and just be like, I'm not going to break any rules. I'm going to master my plan, and I'm going to pass the next 5 evals. Like, you can't just go in and just overwhelm the system and be like, okay, I'm a new trader today. No, it's baby steps. You're going to have to make a small baby step. I'm not going to trade in this choppy Asia market tonight. Well, if your brain doesn't believe you, it's going to make you super uncomfortable the whole time you have these charts open right now. because it knows that you break your promises over and over and over again. You put too much position size, you put too much size on. You don't have a good clear entry. You don't have a good clean stop loss. You're going to let that stop loss and you're going to move it when it goes against you because you can't be wrong and you hate uncertainty and you have to be right. And so you try to force your will on the market because you weren't patient in the beginning. So your subconscious brain knows if you're an undisciplined person or not. And if you're not a disciplined trader, your subconscious brain is going to continue to self-sabotage to protect the identity that it thinks that it thinks you have, which is an undisciplined trader. So I know that's a kind of a long way around to say, if you want to become a consistently profitable trader, you're going to have to keep the promises that you make to yourself. You're going to have to follow the system, the trading system that your edge shows up in. And if you don't have an edge in the market, then man, stop trading and get an education like the Rocket Scooter Bootcamp and find an edge that actually can be reproduced over time, many, many times. If it's not Rocket Scooter, find another one. It doesn't have to be Rocket Scooter. I think Rocket Scooter is the best trading system out there, hands down. There's no other trading system I know that can put, before the session begins, can put high volume pivots on the chart. If price gets there, that you're almost guaranteed to see a high volume amount of high volume come into the market that you can try to frame a trade around. But it doesn't have to be Rocket Scooter. It's just, if your trading plan is get on YouTube, go from stream to stream until I see someone put on a trade and try to copy them, you're never going to make it in this industry. You're never going to make it. You have to have your own trading strategy, trading system, trading plan from beginning to end. What instrument am I going to trade? When am I going to trade? When I'm looking at a chart, how do I know if I have an entry? If I take a trade, what position size do I put on? Where's my stop loss going to be? How much am I risking on this? Where's my take profit going to be? How am I going to manage this trade while it's on? What do I do after the trade is over? Can I take more trades? Do I need to close the account out if I hit a certain take profit or stop loss for the day? Like, if you don't have all of these general bits of information written down so that you know your trading plan like the back of your hand or the front of your hand, whatever it is, whatever hand it is, if you don't know it that well, stop what you're doing and go figure that part out before you push another button. You're just going to spin your wheels over and over and over again, and you're going to get so mad at yourself, and you're going to shame yourself, and you're going to feel all of this guilt for not being able to get where you want to be. And you don't have to feel all that. You can skip a lot of that. You can bypass a large majority of all of that learning process just by going back, getting a good trading plan built out from start to finish, get good education, learn how to position size, learn how to manage a trade. Like, you should see it in your sleep, and then get up and just execute. That's your only job. Don't worry about the P&L. Don't worry about the red and the green on the screen. Don't worry about what account got passed or didn't. Just worry about executing your trading system and your trading plan every time you sit down at the market. Every time you open a chart, your goal is to execute your trading plan to the very best of your ability. Screw the emotions. Screw the amygdala hijack. Grow up, be mature, and execute your plan. That's the path forward. That's the path forward. Are you gonna lose trades? Yes. The only 100% sure thing when trading is not taking a trade. That's the only 100% sure thing is protecting your capital, not being in a position. As soon as you put on a position, it's out of your hands from that point forward what the result will be. Now, it could be a win, could be a big win, could be a loss, could be a big loss, could be a break even. We don't know. We don't know what the result is going to be. We have to wait to see. But the whole point of the story is get your trading plan, become a disciplined trader, small baby steps. You can change the identity that your subconscious brain has about your trading ability. And you can overcome the biological wiring that it's trying to protect you from. It's trying to self-sabotage and keep you as a losing trader because it thinks, oh, well, I have the evidence that this guy is a losing trader. So I'm just going to keep doing what I need to do to keep this guy's identity intact. So I hope that made sense. I hope it was helpful. I know it was a little bit of a soapbox rant, but that is that's really the hardest to me. I think that's where most people struggle with trading is the psychology of it. They don't understand why they keep breaking their rules. They don't understand why they keep breaking promises to themselves. They don't understand why they can't become a disciplined trader. Well, it's because your identity is wrapped up in not being a disciplined trader. And you have to recognize, that's the first step. You have to recognize that, like, you have to understand what's happening up inside between your ears. You have to understand all that and recognize it before you can even begin to go, okay, what are small little baby steps I can do to start creating new evidence and create a new identity? All right, enough of that. Let's be done with that and have some fun, shall we? 143 likes. We're moving up. We're moving up slowly but surely. Get to 200 likes, guys. Smash that like button on your way in. Welcome into the night shift. If you're just joining the stream, my name is Brad, here on the Day Trading with Matt channel. I host the night shift every single night from 7 Eastern to 10 o'clock. And we just like to hang out with each other, listen to some good music, crack some jokes, maybe take some trades, make a little money. We'll see. Madeline says, work on discipline in other areas of your life and it falls into place. Yeah, your brain is watching all the time, not just while you're trading. 100% of the time, Madeline. It doesn't matter. Discipline in every area of your life is the most important. Like, not just in trading. Are you disciplined in everything? And if you're not, why not? And how can you change that? Getting a little pop here as we roll into the new hour. Little volatility picking up there. Man, I really want to see, I don't want to just buy into this. I really want to see a pop below here before I consider taking any positions. We're right back at the point of control for the day on ES. NQ's point of control is just a little bit higher here. Should we adjust for contact changes option on for our TV chat? I don't understand what that means. Rockstar says, how about some rock tonight? I got some rock. We can listen to, I've got a couple rock tunes in here. How about a little folk pop rock? I like this song. M. Mirj Khan says, Matt the Legend chose alike streamers, traders. Love it. Much needed talk and certainly the most important one. Thanks, man. I get tired of building up an eval and funded for many days and not get any money for all the time I put in. When I save up some money, I'm going to start from funded only, says Daily Mana. I think there's a good benefit for having a cash account. I'm actually doing the same thing. I'm going to start building a live cash account a little bit at a time and to trade alongside the prop accounts, because you're right. It's so frustrating when you put, to me, the most frustrating thing about trading prop firms is the time lost. That's the most frustrating thing to me, I think, is the time lost. It's not the $70 that I paid for the evals. I mean, it can be if I blow a lot of evals. Like if I blow 5 or 6 evals at once and I'm like, damn, that was $300 or $400. Yeah, that's like, I don't like that. But more than the money, it's the time. Because you start doing the math in your head. Oh man, I can pass this in 2 days and I could trade for 5 days and I can get a payout in basically just like a week and a half from now. And then let's say it takes you 4 days to pass instead of 2, and then you get funded. And then it takes you're like 4 days into the funded trading and you need like 2 more days to get to a payout. And something happens for whatever reason, you blow up and you have to go all the way back to the beginning and start all over. It's the time lost for me is the most frustrating thing. Because, you know, I don't know, the older I get, the more I'm just like, I don't have time to waste. I don't want to waste any more time dilly-dallying around. I want to get to it. And I think that's one of the things I'm working on with my own psychology, is just being like, dude, who cares if it takes a whole month to get to a payout? Who cares? 6 months from now, if you can consistently pass evals and stack up a ton of funded accounts and then just baby step those funded accounts along, who cares if 6 months from now it took you an extra 2 weeks on average to get to a payout? Take your time, go slow, don't blow up. Manage the system, trade the system diligently again and again and again. Don't worry about the time, but I get caught up on the time factor. That's the one that makes me get more junked up. Owen Marks says, what happened at 3 p.m. today? NVIDIA was holding an event and the CEO was talking about that they expect to have $1 trillion this year in, I don't know if it was revenue or like, I don't know. They were talking about AI and data centers and compute and all this stuff. Anyway, there was a quick pop up and then an immediately sell off. So Dan says, goes back to saying straight to funded is better. Straight to funded is better if you want to stomach that higher initial upfront cost. Yes, I agree. I do want to try some of those at some point. Gabe says, time lost wouldn't bother me if I had no bills. Yeah, right. It's always those stupid bills, man. Madeline says, someone tried to tell me it was boring making money after a while. Sure, kiddo. I mean, consistent trading probably would feel boring to most of us. Only taking a couple of high probability trade setups every day is probably really boring, because most of the time you're just sitting there waiting. And a lot of those people don't even wait. They just set alerts when price hits certain levels, and then they open their charts and make a decision about what they want to do. So watching price just move around a little bit here and there all the time really can be very boring. Consistency over a long period, doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over for a long period of time, probably is boring. But that's where extraordinary results come from. Extraordinary results come from doing something consistently very well over a long period of time. Yeah, there's no news. Explosive drone lands near the United States Embassy in Baghdad. Smoke seen rising. That's the latest news. Hit right before the top of the hour. They're shooting stuff at U.S. resources in neighboring countries. Powerful explosion heard in the Iraqi capital, Baghdad. The UAE temporarily closes its airspace as a precautionary measure. I mean, war's going on. We know that. Like, we're going to get little news here and there about this is happening, that's happening. What's up, Coach Fred? Welcome in, guys. Smash that like button. We're slowly eking up to 200. We have 157 likes. We need 43 more likes. Smash that like button, guys. 43 more likes, and we'll be able to do our first giveaway tonight. We have a funded next 25K rapid account to give away if we get to 200 likes. We'll see if we can get there. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. How is your Asia session going so far tonight? Order field never gets old. Man, we get addicted, don't we? It's crazy how we get addicted to hearing, like, what just hearing those words, order filled. Like, what that does to your emotions, to your heart rate, to the dopamine. It's crazy. Degens unite. Let's not. You made 20 buying the Asia dump. There you go. I mean, there's something to be said about why, you know, how the dopamine structure, the serotonin, the dopamine, how that plays into traders making unwise trading decisions. Man, this thing just does not want to come lower. It does not want to run this liquidity, these stops that are built up under here from the previous day. Oh, let's see. I haven't seen any word about dinner plans yet. Stomach is starting to feel a little better, so maybe I'll get something to eat here tonight in a little bit. 175 likes. Good job, guys. Keep it going. We got 24 more likes. Smash that like button, guys. Smash it. It really does help the stream. It helps the algorithm pick it up and dump us into other people's feeds. You know, help support the channel. It's very easy. The more likes we get every time, the more accounts we're able to give away each evening. It'll reach 67.95, you think, on ES? You think we're gonna pump? Lack of volume, a little bit. Yep. We have refound our choppy Asia range. Mag 7s are all red. The giveaway tonight, if we get to 200 likes, the first giveaway will be a funded next 25K rapid account. If we get to 200 likes, that's the first account we have to give away. We have other accounts. If we get more likes than that, if we get 300 likes, we have a really nice account to give away if we get to 300 likes tonight. We'll see if we can get there. Send me a Domino's pizza. Domino's is really good. We have Pizza Hut here. We have Domino's. We have Marco's Pizza. I don't know if y'all have Marco's where you're at, but it's pretty good. Pizza King is also pretty good around here. I'm thinking of the chains. There's a couple like local pizza places that like do like gourmet style pizzas. Domino's though it's always an easy go-to. Oh, Little Caesars. We have Little Caesars. I really like. Man, I think a lot of people sleep on Little Caesars pizza. I think Little Caesars pizza is pretty good. Anthony pizzas? I've never heard of Anthony pizzas. That must be local to where you are. "13 more likes." Little Caesar sucks. Nah, dude, don't sleep on Little Caesars, buddy. It's like it's a quick, easy, good go-to pizza, man. The 2 giant square Little Caesars was the best, yeah. And they used to have the hot and ready. They used to have the Little Caesars hot and ready that you could get them for like $5. They used to do everything. Everything was a double. Like it was always buy one, get one. They've changed that now, but there's still probably some of the cheaper pizza, the cheaper pizza chain out there. But I like it. I like their pizza. Pizza. That's right, man. That's where it came from. You could get 2 pizzas for the price of 1. Shawarma kebab. I've never had shawarma. Is that like and I may sound completely stupid here, but is that anywhere in this, is that Greek shawarma, or is that just like Middle Eastern, Persian? What is that? Is it similar to like a gyro at all? Domino's spinach and feta stuffed cheesy bread is to live for. I've never had that. I may have to try that the next time we do Domino's. Indian? I don't know. I've never had shawarma. I've heard it mentioned. Turkish, Middle Eastern. Okay, yeah. Mediterranean. It's Syrian, Lebanese. What is it? What is it? Is it like what kind of meat is it? Or does it have meat? I don't know. I have no idea. 10 more likes, guys. We're so close. 10 more likes. We're moving on up. 10 more likes and we're able to do dog meat. It's not dog meat. Goat. Okay, so it's similar to like gyro meat is lamb, right? Shawarma and kebab are from the Middle East unless someone says it's theirs 3,000 years ago. It's not zebra meat. Come on, y'all are pulling my leg. Chicken, beef, or lamb cooked slowly. Chicken wrap or steak wrap. So why is it called shawarma? Is it like a special sauce? Like the gyro has like tzatziki sauce on it? Is the shawarma the sauce, or what is it? Why is it called shawarma? Beef or lamb? It's the best meat. Hippo. Jerry just keeps throwing out the most crazy meat ideas. Shawarma is Egyptian. Falafel is also Middle Eastern. Google a picture. I know. Why am I asking questions? Because I want to engage with the chat. You guys probably are shawarma. There's probably some shawarma experts on here. $198 likes. We're so close. 2 more likes, guys. Mr. Tim2, we're on the June contract, M. So NQM and ESM is the contract we're trading right now. Shawarma means turning. It's a slow-cooked meat. So it's similar to gyro, because they do the same thing with the lamb meat for a gyro. To spin? Okay. That makes sense. I'm gonna have to, I need to find a shawarma place around here. I know, like, would I go to an Indian restaurant? Would I go to a, like, what kind of, I don't even know what Persian food restaurants are around here. What kind of restaurant would I go to get it? Or street, like a food truck maybe? Slow roasting, Middle Eastern restaurants. Gyro is the Greek version, but slightly different seasoning to shawarma. Does shawarma have like a specific sauce? Because I'm a big sauce guy. Google Maps. I could use this really powerful computer I have in front of me and just figure it out on my own, but then Syrian is the best. Tahini sauce, that is not part of shawarma. Tahini sauce is not part of shawarma. That can't be true. What's this dynamic HP and the other levels with the indicator? What's the name of that indicator? So what you're seeing on the chart here right now there's some key levels on the chart. If you're unfamiliar with the Rocket Scooter platform, I'll go to a higher time frame. So let me, I'm just going to take off. This is a anchored VWAP volume profile range here. I'm going to take that off so you can see these levels. We've got DD bands above and below, which we have statistics from Rocket Scooter that tells us that if price were to move above or below the DD band, 90% of days will close inside of the DD bands, 90% of days. The orange line is called MHP, and it's called dynamic because it's our overnight MHP level. MHP stands for monthly hedge pressure, and HP stands for hedge pressure, and it's the weekly hedge pressure line. So Rocket Scooter is able to identify based on the underlying options market. It takes all of the information from the options market for QQQ and SPY, and we feed it into the Rocket Scooter algorithm, and it is able to filter out where the dealer options are in the market. And so where dealers are going to be sitting to hedge their positions is at the monthly hedge pressure and the weekly hedge pressure lines. Monthly hedge pressure being the most probably powerful of the two. So if price were to drop down to monthly hedge pressure, you're gonna see a big spike in volume when it reaches there, because there's gonna be a lot of hedging at that level. A lot of price is gonna, volume is gonna step in here. Same at the DD bands, volume is gonna step in at the DD bands. And so we have these levels marked before the session begins for both the overnight session, and then for the New York session, it redoes the calculation and puts new levels on the map for the New York session as well. So these are the levels that we use to frame trade ideas off of. One thing that's missing on the night session with Rocket Scooter tools is we don't have all of the what I call the power tools, the secret sauce tools that really help us understand how strong these levels will be when price gets to them. We have an indicator that runs during the New York session called resilience. So we have MHP resilience, HP resilience, gap resilience. And that just is tracking the underlying market, the stocks from the underlying market, to help us know if it gets here, should we expect it to break, retest, and drop, or should we expect a bounce from here? And so a lot of that is really only available in the New York session, but these are still very key levels in the overnight session as well, and we keep them on our charts. And then I just use the anchored volume profile, and I just have it marked from Sunday's open candle there, and it just shows you where the value area high, low, and point of control is. That's all it is on there. It's just a volume profile tool. Gabe, thanks for stopping in, man. 223 likes. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let me get my giveaway tool working here. Hold on a second. Let me find it. We're gonna filter messages. We gotta get comments. All right, got my wheel of names up. Let's do Okay, guys, thanks so much for getting it to 200 likes. Because you were able to get it to 200 likes, we're gonna give you guys a chance to win a Funded Next 25K Rapid account. If you would like to be in the drawing for that, I need you to get into the chat right now and type in the word Funded Next. Type in the word Funded Next. We're going to start capturing all of those messages. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to do that. And then we'll pull up Wheel of Names and we'll spin the wheel to see who wins the 25K Funded Next Rapid account. They're really good accounts. We've been giving away a lot of these recently. The Funded Next accounts, the Rapid accounts, you can pass in 1 day. There is no consistency on eval. So you can pass this account in 1 day. And then once you're funded, there's no buffer. There's no, you don't have to, there's end of day drawdown. The only real rule you have to follow is 40% consistency when you're funded. So you can trade for 3 days with 40% consistency on each of those days, and you can request a payout. And they are super fast at approving payouts. I made thousands of dollars with these accounts back in the fall when they were super cheap, when they first introduced them. It was my bread and butter account. And Funded Next they pay out super fast. If they don't pay out within 24 hours, you get an extra $1,000. That's kind of like their payout guarantee, that they pay you out and it within 24 hours, or you get an extra $1,000. So very good company. They made a lot of headwind. Guys, you only have to type it once. It picks you up. The bot picks you up. You don't get more entries if you type it 100 times. You're just going to piss off the mods and they're going to hide you. So you just have to type it one time. Funded Next, type it in. Let's see. Let me see how much time we got. I'm going to give you 1 more minute. 1 more minute to type in Funded Next. 1 more minute to type in Funded Next. We're getting our little drop here on ES. NQ is about to break through. This is kind of what I was hoping for. I'd like to see price get down to at least 80-20, maybe like 808, 805, 800 level. I would like to see price drip down there. Make a little run on these stops. Let me check the news, make sure nothing crazy's happening. And there's not. Okay. All right, 20 seconds, guys. 20 seconds. FunBite Hub. You keep getting your messages because you're typing it in too much, buddy. You gotta stop typing it in so much. The bot has picked you up. You are in the drawing, my friend. All right. 3, 2, 1. Copy users. Here we go. Oh crap. Let me separate that. Hold on. Get that over here. All right, here's the Wheel of Names. Let me get rid of all these people. This is from last night's stream, so we'll get rid of all those people. Make this a little bit smaller. We're gonna copy in all of the names that we just grabbed from our tool here. Pop them in. There we go. We're gonna shuffle it up. All right, guys, I'm gonna spin the wheel. If it lands on your name, type something in chat. Let me know you're here so I can tell you how to claim your prize. Good luck. Here we go. And the winner is Tiny Toons. Tiny Toons, congrats. Type something in chat. Let me know you're here. You are the winner of a Funded Next 25K Rapid account. Courtesy of Rocket Scooter. There you go. I got you. I got you. Congrats, buddy. All right, Tiny Toons, you're going to go into the description of this video. You're going to find the link to our Discord channel. And then you're going to go into find the contest channel inside of our Discord. You're going to message our admin named Slacks, S-L-A-C-K-S, Slacks. You're going to send him a message, let him know that you won the Funded Next account on Brad's stream. Send him a screenshot of your YouTube ID. And you're going to need to have an email set up with Funded Next. and he'll hook you up with your new account. So congratulations, bud. I hope it works out for you. Let us know. Stop back in and let us know how the account's going, okay? All right, guys, we're at 230 likes. If we get to 300 likes tonight, we are giving away a Tradeify 50K growth account. You want to talk about a really good, cool account. These 50K growth accounts are really nice. We are at 232 likes. We need 68 more people to smash that like button. And we'll be able to throw that account out for you, all right? So get on it. Get on it. Tiny Toon, you won, man. Yeah, dude. You won the account, bro. Miracle, I live in Houston, in Texas. I live about 30 minutes from Matt. All right, I like this. I like this drop. This is what I was waiting for. ES, I'm looking for like 67.30 bare minimum. NQ is approaching. See, it got to 815. Do I build in like one micro and then just add a couple more micros if it keeps dropping? I think I'm gonna let it come down a little bit further before I think 24.8. Damn. Where's my level? Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for like 810. I'm gonna wait for 810. I'd like to see it come down just a little bit lower. That is a nice liquidity grab there. If we have a quick volatile spike back into this range, maybe consider a buy. I'd like to see ES take out that low. That would be really, really nice. We'll see. What's up, Zill? Welcome in, buddy. You live in Katy? Chandler? Cool. You got to come out to, when we do our next Houston meetup, man, you got to come out and hang out with us. Yeah, this is a really... Let's go up to the daily. We haven't looked at the daily today. Of course, all the chop in a downtrend. We're definitely in a downtrend here. You have lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high with lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. Not to say we couldn't push back up. I kind of just feel like we're going to inch higher. 67.33. Where is that? Right under these lows. 67.33 on ES could be a good buy right under these lows. And if I go to NQ and I go to the daily there, turn off all this stuff. 24.774. A little bit lower than where I was wanting to get in at. $24,800 maybe. We'll just wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna sit on my hands. I have no desire just to push a button right now, just to be in a trade. I want to see price come down to where I want it to be if I'm going to try to get in long here. Dude, Kevin, you're not wrong, buddy. The candle that we get when news breaks that the war is over, I hope I'm long. Hope I am in a long with no TP set on my cash account. I want to be in a cash account long. I don't care if it's 1 micro. I want to be long when that news breaks.
You already know what he's driving.
Yeah, nobody's a fan of war, dude. Nobody wants it. It's horrible. Jay Powell comes in and raises rates and says, F your longs. Jay Powell's not going to be around anymore, right? Doesn't Powell leave sometime this year? Isn't Powell out? Yeah, in May, right? That's what I thought. He's only got a couple more. He's only got a couple more months, man. Is it because he's retiring, or they just have do they have a set amount of, like, do they have a term limit that they serve like politicians? Like they get assigned to that. Like they get, what's the word? Nominated. And then they have to get confirmed, right? He won't be the chair, right? Yeah. So he can stay on and he can be part of the voting process, but he won't be the chair. Fixed term. Yeah, I think it is a fixed term. That's what I thought. Trump cannot wait. Trump said something today that we need to have an emergency meeting to cut rates right today. Yeah, my guess, I think, Dan, you're right. Why stick around just for the headache of all that when you could just leave, go write a book, and collect your speaking fees? I mean, that's what I would do. I would not try to stick around and hang out for that. Let somebody else deal with all that stupid crap. All right, this is the test right here. If we're going to break back up into this range or if we're going to reject and come lower. I would like to see a little rejection and come lower personally. That's what I'm hoping for. It's what I'm looking for. I'm only going to take a trade from lower lows here. I'm not going to try and pick a direction at this point. Yeah, Matt was talking about this on his stream today and at My Funded Futures Rockstar, just about all of the economic data that's out, how inflation is still not dropping like they thought it would. The tariffs are now starting to get priced in, it looks like, for consumer products, which means inflation could go up, which means the chances of an interest rate. I think there was only supposed to be one interest rate cut this year anyway. It's like basically 0% chance. It's Wednesday at the FOMC meeting. There's just no way. They're not going to cut interest rates. You have war, now you have oil. The oil situation is going to increase prices, and that may take a little bit of time for it to trickle down depending on how long it plays out. There's no way we're going to cut interest rates right now. Inflation would skyrocket. Yeah, that video with him and Powell when they were talking about the construction, and he like pulls out the piece of paper and he starts like, well, yeah, you're this far above it. He's like, no, that's not true. That didn't happen. What's up, Busted Trade? How you doing, man? Looks like we're just gonna get right back into the range here. That little sweep of liquidity seems to be the play. It doesn't look like it's gonna want a nice V shape up here. Nice V shape up here. I'm not going to chase this. I was hoping for a little bit more pullback into some of these other lows, these lower volume nodes here. And it looks like they want to defend this first low volume node. It looks like the market wants to defend that low volume node there. 250 likes, guys. We only need 49 more likes. We only need 49 more likes to get to 300 because that's our next giveaway. So smash that like button for me. Pre-market was the bomb buster trade. It was great. How far back does your volume profile go? It's anchored to the Sunday open. That gap down, Sunday open, that's where it's anchored to right now. What indicator is that? Right volume chart that you're using? Yeah, it's on, it's the trading view. It's just the anchored volume profile. So you have fixed range volume profile. So fixed range is like you pick a time, like if you wanted to do like 9:30, you could just pick 9:30 and you drag it to where you want it to stop. So you could just do up to right before the Asia session kicked on. So you could go to like right there. And that's gonna put up the volume profile for this fixed range, right? So it's just from here. This is just the New York session, fixed range. Shows you your value area low, your value area high, and it shows you your point of control. The anchored means it's just, you pick a point in the past to anchor from. You could anchor it just from the New York session. I just anchored it from the last large move is, so the move up is where I wanted. I typically like to have it from the last large move, which would be from Sunday gap down and then all the way to current price action. So that's the anchored. It's anchored to this point in time, and it has all of the volume. You can see obviously the selling volume is the red and the buying volume is the green, and so you can see how it's played out. We had way more selling pressure in here than we did buying pressure. Tiny Toons, yeah, you're gonna tell Slacks. He in the contest channel, you can find him hanging out in the contest channel, and you can just send him a message. You can just DM him. Just right click on his name and send him a DM and let him know, and he'll take it from there, okay? How about some rock? I don't have a ton of rock. I have to find some. Here, let me find some. Here's some rock for you. $260 likes, guys. We're slowly creeping up. Slacks is super fast, yeah. That dude is all over it. Yeah, we're on tomorrow. It's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, but we're on. There's no bank holiday or anything. Matt will be on in the morning, streaming his 100K to $1 million challenge. And I know he's back up over $500,000 now. He caught 40 contracts off of that bounce. He shorted that, and he made like 48K this afternoon. It's insane the levels that he has. Like it's just a totally different ball game of trading, a whole different universe. Slacks is as fast as an AI in his responses. All right, I like that we see this rejection off the bottom of that range. Slacks is the MVP of Rocket Scooter, man. Y'all just don't even know. He is the engine that keeps everything on track. Like the stuff he does behind the scenes, and he's now going to be running the new, like heading up the business side and running the new prop scoring website that's coming out. Looks like it's going to be coming to beta for some of the Rocket Scooter users to start using here pretty soon. It's so sick. I can't wait for y'all to see it. Forgotten Trader, yeah. So on the platform, so this is the Rocket Scooter platform right here that you see on the screen right now. It comes with all of these tools. So we have liquidity maps that tell us where price opens. If it opens below, it tells you what to do and what to expect to see happen. You have the DD ratio, you have NQ resilience and S&P resilience, which are the secret sauce I was telling you about. Like down here you can see the orange, the white, the gray. It tells you as price gets to the HP and MHP whether you could expect a bounce from those locations. But then down at the bottom, for the night session, I come in here before the session begins, and I go to the risk interval and DD tab here, and it prints out what the risk interval is, and then it prints out what our upper and lower DD bands are. I just use the risk interval, and I take a measurement, this risk interval measurement off of the close price, and I just measure it out and put the DD bands on here. But if you're using the Rocket Scooter platform to do your charting during the New York session, all of that stuff is automatically put into the chart for you. You don't have to draw any tools. You don't have to draw any lines. You don't have to draw any levels. It's all put into the chart for you. Slacks is here. Generic handle haver is Slacks' YouTube handle. I'm doing like 10 things while listening to this and music, but I still hear what's going on mostly. Dave Mack says, yo, Brad, just passed the first of the 2 My Funded Future evals I have. Took almost 5 months. 1 micro trades was so rewarding. It def leveled me up. The other is about $50 away from passing. Dave, that is serious game, bro. That is incredible. 5 months, 1 micro trades, and passing an eval. That is absolutely insane, bro. That is the kind of discipline that it takes to be in this game long term and to rack up big payouts, dude. That is absolutely fantastic. Way to go, bro. Somebody says, as a music producer, what do you think about the 2000 genre overproduced rock? I don't know. Some of it's okay. You talking about like Creed? Like what kind of rock? Tell me. Rock is a very broad word. Somebody tell me what you mean. Like give me some descriptions of what you think is overproduced rock from 2000s. Mark, I'm waiting for NQ to drop down into like the 24,800 level, and then I'm gonna look for a long. And I would love to see ES drop in around the 6730 level, take out these lows. If it got down to MHP, obviously that's the A plus setup. But I would be willing to try a stab at a long around 24,800. 1 micro for 5 months. My Cocksmall, do you watch paint dry for fun? Oh, that's incredible. Dave Mack challenged you to do it. There you go. Well, look, if you can do that, and you've just proven to yourself, and you have created a trading identity in the last 5 months You have created the consistency that's needed, the discipline that's needed, and now your brain, your identity is built around you are a disciplined, consistent trader. And now you have that to move forward into these funded accounts. Just keep that same discipline going, keep that same consistency going. And at some point, you'll be able to level up. Not now, but you'll be able to level up at some point away from one micro. You have demonstrated that to stay in this game long-term, position sizing is probably the most important thing that you can be responsible for. And then just managing and executing a trading plan every single day you show up to trade. That is fantastic. Nickelback? Okay, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Nickelback. That's like pop rock to me. So that's not like real rock. That's what I would consider pop. The last AI song sounded like that? Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's kind of the genre that it has to build off of. Personal account started at 500, is at 4K. Dude, you are absolutely cooking, Dave. That's fantastic. So this playlist doesn't have a ton of rock. It's got rock, it's got 80s, it's got yacht rock, it's got hip hop, it's got rap, it's got 80s pop. I mean, it's got reggae. It's got like punk rock, it's got like post-punk, it's got some EDM. It's really a really like, think like top 40 radio vibes. That's kind of what this playlist is. It's gonna hit all kinds of genres. $262 likes, guys. We got 38 more likes. Please smash that like button on your way in. I would really, really appreciate it. Smash that like button. I wrote a new yacht rock song today with, it's like yacht rock with a little bit of synth wave. Y'all want to hear it? Yeah, Matt has a lot of the heavy metal stuff, the screamo stuff. Milli Vanilli, not a fan. What the heck? The vibe of this session is just amazing. Thank you, Matt. Hey, what the heck? My name is Brad. Matt is the founder of this. This is his YouTube channel, Day Trading with Matt. But I'm the host for the night session here on his channel. So I don't know if you're thanking Matt because you like me as the host, or if you're thanking Matt because you think I'm Matt. Tiesto? There you go. Blame it on the rain. That's like 1992, 93, right? That's like my junior, senior year in high school. Nah, it's all cool, dude. It's all cool. People call me Matt on here all the time. It's fine. I don't know how you could confuse me with Matt because I am a lot better looking. We determined that early on in this stream. I have a screenshot of that poll, in fact. Would I risk 30 points to make 75? Well, heck yeah. Why wouldn't I? I mean, that's a more than 1 to 2 trade. Say something about yacht rock? Yeah, I have a new one. Y'all can just keep saying hello Matt, it's fine. If you say hello Matt long enough, Matt will probably pop in and say hello back to you. All right, we're getting close. We're getting close here. Nice little pullback. The way it's going right now, I think I'm gonna wait for like 24,800. And I think I'll pop 2. I'll do 3. The market's moving slow enough. I'll do 3. And I'll set like a... Where do I want to get in? I think I'm just gonna wait for 800-ish. Maybe somewhere like around here. I think I'd like to see that. And then play it back up to the bottom of that range around 840. Just check the news here real quick. UAE says that a fire broke out in Fujairah oil industry zone following a drone attack. No injuries reported. That's about the latest little bit there. Oil is climbing, and that's why you're seeing this drop. And then maybe that was that latest news attack there that you saw. News came out, there was some fire in an oil field in the UAE. Maybe that's why we're getting a little run here on oil. Slow market moves are a great grab. There you go. Oh yeah, let me get down to when the night shift song ends, I'll play the new song. Baron is long oil. That's funny. Moonboy says, Brad, you're a cool cat, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys. I really do. We're 30 likes away from giving away a Tradeify 50K growth account, y'all. We need 30 more likes and we can give away a Tradeify 50K growth account. Smash that like button. Tiny Toon won the funded next account. Why do the women call when you working? Speaking of women, I wonder if my wife texted me about dinner. No, she did not. She must not want to feed me tonight. I'm not super terribly hungry right now anyway, so it's fine. Hit that like button, guys. Hit it. 278. We're working our way up. We can get there in the next 10 minutes probably if everybody would just pop on over, hit that little thumbs up button. Let's get it going. 300 likes coming in, and we can give away a 50K Tradeify account. Come on, y'all. All right, let me play the new song. It's called Don't Count Me Out. World premiere. And here's the description. It is in the new playlist. Here's the playlist. Somebody was looking for this earlier today. I usually put it in once a night. If you like the songs and you want to listen to some of my AI music, there you go. This is called Don't Count Me Out. Yacht rock with smooth, jazzy guitar chords layered with tight synth wave. All right, here we go. Don't Count Me Out. World premiere.
Chasing every move, paying every price. Late nights, staring at a chart that don't care. Trying to find a signal in the noise out there. Started with a dream and funded evil. Turned into recess, margin calls in hell. Every red day felt like proof they were right, but I kept showing up to the fight. Haters laugh. and full of doubt. Yeah, I hear them still, but I tuned them out. Don't count me out. I've been down that road, from a blown account to a steady load. Don't count me out. I was built for this. Found my edge in the pocket. Now I don't miss. From the red to green, yeah, I turned it around. They can say what they want. Don't count me out. Now I wait on the level, let it come to me. MHP lined up with the monthly key. Liquidity pockets where the move gets made. No more chasing shadows. Now I let
283 likes, guys. We got like 17 more likes. Come on.
I know that snap.
It got me. I tried to it only tagged me in on one. I had a 3 limit, 3 micro, and it only got me in on one.
Centuries now I live.
It was just a partial fill.
One clean setup is all I need. Every lesson carved in the losses I found. Now the same old charts feel like home ground. Don't count me out. I've been down that road, from a blown account to a steady load. Don't count me out. I was built for this. Found my edge in the pocket. Now I don't miss. From the red to green, yeah, I turned it around. They can say what they want. Don't count me out. Yeah. Every loss turned lesson learned. Every setback set the track. No hype, no luck, no guessing now. They see the wins, but they don't see how. Just structure, patience, and follow through. It was built in the dark before it grew.
Guitar solo, baby.
Don't count me out. I've been down that road, from a blown account to a steady load. Don't count me out. I was built for this. Found my edge in the pocket. Now I don't miss. From the red to green, yeah, I turned it around. They can say what they want. Don't count me out. Don't count me out. Don't count me out. Don't count me out.
All right, there it was. World premiere. World premiere of Don't Count Me Out. I got partially filled. That sucks. I got partially filled. One. I got partially filled on one. That's so dumb. So guys, if you like the music that you're hearing on the stream, here's my Suno playlist. I created all of this music with the help of Suno. I basically write probably 80% of the lyrics. Well, some of them are about 50%. Most of them are closer to 80% of the lyrics. I do all the prompts myself, and then create everything inside of Suno. And then most of these songs are in the Discord. We have a song submission channel that all of our users can go in and create their own AI music and drop it in the song submission channel. And Matt and Neon and we play it on the stream. And then a couple times a year, we actually do a song submission, a songwriting contest. And we give away lifetime accounts and lifetime rocket scooter accounts and prop accounts and all kinds of cool stuff. So if you want to take a shot at it, take a shot, put it in the song submission channel. We'll pull it up and listen to it. But that's my Suno playlist. It's got about 60 or so songs on there. And I write new ones all the time and keep adding to it. But yeah, I think that one turned out pretty well. It's not my favorite, but I mean, it's good. Yeah, I still have 2 pending there. I did 3 and got a partial fill. So it should if it comes back down, it could tap me in with 2 more. See, I still have 2 sitting here on the DOM. I don't know if you can see that on the DOM over here. At 804.75, I still have 2 more sitting there. A nice bounce off of my level there that I was looking for. If it runs back up without tapping me in on the other 2, I'll just close it out and take whatever profits I can. It's fine. I know, it's weird they would synthesize that slippage and not just fill me on a paper trading account. Why they wouldn't just fill me on all 3 at my exact level. It's kind of weird. Yeah, Rockstar, I like it. Like, I think it's good. It's not my favorite. I thought it was good enough to add to the playlist. I have a lot that I don't add to the playlist because they're just not very good, and I keep working on them and keep refining them. But that one finally got to a point where I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. I listened to it several times, and it's finally like, yeah, that lives up to Sir Darb quality. Guys, 290 likes. Let's go. We need 10 more likes. 10 more likes, and we can give away a 50K Tradeify growth account. What's your favorite song you've done? I will play it for you right now. I'm glad you asked. My favorite song that I have done is called It Wasn't Overnight. And anytime someone wants to hear it, I will play it for you, and I will play it for you right now. This is a semi-autobiographical true story based on life events in my life. Not everything in this song is true and happened to me, but a lot of it is. So this is the favorite song, my favorite song I've ever done. It's called It Wasn't Overnight.
See the green on the screen. The payouts, the wins. DMs blowing up. Teach me, King, drop the pen. Envy in their eyes like I hacked the code overnight. The truth. 9 years in the trenches in the fire. Let's rewind. When the door first cracked open, this ain't luck. This is blood on the token. 2016, 41, punching in at the office grind. 5 days a week, 9 to 5, leaving dreams behind. Drop 10K straight from the overtime. Evenings Uber driving, weekends gigging just to stay alive. Ramming for dinner, Red Bull for dessert. 2 steps forward, 3 back, felt the universe flirt with my collapse. Red candles like fresh scars. Kids asleep upstairs, I'm whispering to the stars. Eviction notice taped to the door like a stop loss. Palm broken, my watch counting every cross. Kids asking that was dinner, I'm nodding yes. But I'm still on the clock, still deep in the mess. Wasn't overnight, 9 years paid the price. It wasn't overnight, side hustles every night. It wasn't overnight, rocket scooter lit the flight. It wasn't overnight, it wasn't overnight. Late 24, doom scrolling on lunch in the break room. Stumbled on rocket scooter, mess spitting tactics. YouTube live, no fluff, just raw edge and truth. breaking down the tape like a surgeon with proof. MHP and EST, let the winners run free. His voice cut the noise, unlock the key. Sign up that night, dove into the vault. Everything I missed at 41, now they whisper my fault. Still punching 5 days, but now the charge so big. We can hustle cash, turn seed money. Finally seeing no way. It wasn't overnight. 9 years paid the price. It wasn't overnight. Side hustles every night. It wasn't overnight. Rocket scooter lit the flight. It wasn't overnight. It wasn't overnight. Overnight, yeah, right. Tried 3,000 sunsets, bled dry, clocking out for good. Trying to trade full time alive. The crowd claps for the glow up. How'd you make it so quick? I smiled through the grill. Sundays took every brick. Started at 41, 5-day punch nights and weekends fight. Now I'm 50 and free to trade my life. Wasn't overnight. 9 years paid the price. It wasn't overnight. Side hustles every night. It wasn't overnight. Rocket scooter lit the flight. It wasn't overnight. It wasn't overnight. Memory lane is a bridge, not a grave. It wasn't overnight. Rocket scooter mad. You a real one. It wasn't overnight. From the dark to the dream. It wasn't overnight. Yeah, we making it. Ain't going back. Never going back. Never going back.
Oh, the song is so good. All right, guys. You got to 300 likes. Thank you so much for doing that. How about that? How about that bottom tick call right there? How about that bottom tick call? Come on. All right. Let me see. Let's type in. Let me get my comment picker up here. Hold on. Let me get my comment picker going. Let's, I gotta reset it. Hold on, where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. Reset. All right. Drops dropping in at boot camp. Let's go. That's my boy. Dropping in a boot camp giveaway. All right. We're gonna do, let's do night shift. How about we do night shift as the keyword? Type in night shift if you want to be in the drawing for a 50K Tradeify growth account. Type in night shift right now if you want to get into the drawing for a 50K Tradeify growth account. And let me see, what are these growth accounts about? Let me see if I can get, let's see, where's the growth? All right, growth, here we go. It's over here. Let me go over here. 50K growth, $97 a month with code Rocket Scooter. I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna leave that on. If it drops back lower here, it's probably going to go lower. So I'm going to put in, what I want to do. I'm going to leave it. I would like to see it get up here. Bare minimum. I don't want to sell 3 because I'm only in 1. If we can get up here, I'd like to see, I'll sell 1 right there. And then I'll close out the other 2. If it comes back, whatever. But I'd like to see it get right there. All right. $97 per month, code Rocket Scooter. Profit target is 3,000. Trailing max drawdown is end of the day drawdown is 2,000. There is a daily loss limit of 1,250. There is no consistency on the eval. $95 reset fee if you want to reset it if you fail it. You can get paid out every 5 days with 35% consistency targets. Daily loss limits of 1,250. Max drawdown on the funded is 2,000. $97 a month. 50K growth accounts from Tradeify. $97 per month with code Rocket Scooter. So if you don't win one and you want to check it out, I would highly encourage you to go give it a shot over on Tradeify. All right. I'm going to give you guys about, let's see, we got, already got 170. I'm going to give you one more minute to type in night shift. We're giving away a 50K Tradeify growth account. That's what we're giving away. Come on. Don't just tick me on the top and bottom and not fill me at the top. Come on. Give me a little green. Give me a little green love. Give me a little green love. Come on, there you go, baby. It didn't fill me. It didn't fill me. Here it comes. There it is. All right. GG's. I wiped out my $42 and added 21. It should have been 3 micros, and that should have been 120. But it didn't fill me. I bottom ticked the fill, which I'm pretty happy about. I bottom ticked the fill. I'm pretty happy about that. I was patient. I waited for my level, talked it all out. I knew exactly where I wanted to get in, executed it exactly the way I wanted to, bottom ticked it, and then ran it up. So, hell yeah, let's go. Anybody take that trade? I don't think it was any drawdown. I think there was 0 drawdown on that trade ever. I took no heat on that. Tickling Wicks. Oh, that's so good. Brad the Wick Tickler. Somebody's gonna have an AI photo up in our Song Submission channel here pretty soon. I'm a Wick Tickler from way back. Opulence, you did good. State of Baker, good. Got in late, but still positive. Cool. Very clean entry. Thanks, Ollie. Yeah, man. I was eyeballing that level pre-market. I wanted to see it run the lows. And I was really just kind of looking at, in the 1 hour time frame, where price had stalled out before multiple times. And that 24,800 level looked good. And because of the way price is moving, I was anticipating an undershoot of the 800 level. I wasn't looking for a perfect tap of 800, so I just put it at 804.75, bottom ticked it, ran it back up to the bottom of the range. That's all I was looking for. 40 points, almost 40 points. I got in at 804.75, got out at 837.25, so like over 30 points on NQ for Asia session. That's pretty damn good. I'll take it, man. Unfortunate, the only thing that sucks about it is I had a 3 micro limit order and it just partially filled me on 1. It should have been 3 times that, so that sucks, but whatever, it's fine. I'm happy. Great execution, great trade management, great trade planning. I'll take it. All right, let's see. We got 44 seconds. Typing in night shift. If you want to be in the drawing for a Tradeify 50K growth account, type it in right now. Let's go. Type it in right now. Let's go. We've got 25 seconds. Let me get my wheel of names back over here. And we'll get rid of all these old names from the last draw. Clean that up. And 10 more seconds. I don't think caps matters, but you know, why not just do all caps just to be safe? All right. Here we go, grabbing all the users, dropping them in. We're gonna shuffle this up, guys. We're gonna shuffle this up. This is for you can stop typing. I've grabbed all the names that are gonna be in the drawing. It doesn't matter if you type it anymore now, it doesn't count. Everybody's name that's in here is in the drawing, all right? So we're gonna shuffle it up. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Good luck. Tradeify, 50K, growth account. The winner is Simo Show. Let's go, baby. Simo Show. Type something in chat. Just make sure I know you're here. Simo's a regular in here. Simo Show. Let's go. Congrats, buddy. You know the drill. Go into the Discord, message Slacks, send him a picture of your YouTube ID, and he'll hook you up, buddy. Congrats on the 50K Tradeify growth account. Look at that drop off the bottom of that range. I think from here, I would wait and take a lower trade. I think I would wait for MHP at this point. I'm not going to try and chase another long here. Oil's pumping up a little harder. Let me check my news. Doesn't look like anything else has come out across the news war related here. Oil's just kind of creeping up slowly. I just don't think this is going to crash out tonight. That's just my vibe. I just don't think either of these markets are going to crash out. Maybe London gives you a beautiful MHP entrance down here. You know, Asia just kind of drifts around. London maybe explores down here around MHP on ES, and then we rip back higher into this, back up into this range. I just don't. My bias just is that the markets are now pricing in war volatility. They've kind of desensitized themselves, so to speak, to all of the news and the headlines, and I think only big major news events now. So if we attack oil fields, or there's some kind of big American loss, like, you know, a big Navy ship gets sunk or something like that, or a big military base gets hit hard and, you know, dozens of soldiers are killed or whatever, that would be a market moving headline to sink this. Any attack on oil infrastructure inside of Iran would probably sink this again. But it kind of feels like it's starting to wind down, at least in the intensity of it. So I just want to have my cash account up. I want to have one micro when the news hits that a ceasefire has been initiated. Oof. This thing is gonna blast. You get the night the night shits after shawarma. Go back to S&P. Sure, I'll turn S&P on. Oh, this is S&P right here, right now. This is S&P right now. Sorry. Put a limit order. Yeah, I mean, you could set a limit order at MHP. Put on like a 15-point stop somewhere down here under these old lows. But I mean, that may not be a bad play. Just limit order off of MHP. Set your TP before you get there. Put all your orders in so you're protected. Philip Rivers? You think I look like Philip Rivers? Pat Gandhi? Simo Show, you're welcome, man. Thanks for showing up and supporting the stream all the time. Oh, we have 4 boot camps to give away. Oh, I forgot. We have 4 boot camps to give away. We'll do that. We'll do that in about 20 minutes, okay? We'll do our 4 boot camps in about 20 minutes. Thank you for Drops Homestead. Drops Homestead donated a boot camp tonight to buy some of you the Rocket Scooter Bootcamp Trading Education. I believe it's the best trading education around, man. It completely took me from a basically break-even trader, some payouts, some losses, some payouts, some losses, to consistently reaching payouts on the prop firms. Drops donated 1 boot camp, and Matt triples every donation. So we're giving away 4 boot camps. We're giving away 4 boot camps. We'll do that in about 20 minutes, so don't go anywhere. You look identical to a guy I knew in Vegas. I worked with him in Minnesota for a bit. I've never heard Philip Rivers before. That's a new one. Italy up 2-1 on Venezuela? Really? I was surprised Venezuela beat Japan. Drops, no way. Are you serious? Are you serious or are you joking? You're getting married in 2 months? Number 3 said yes today. Are you like for real? Philip is a grandpa too. Yeah, he is. Philip, no, I don't think Philip's a grandpa, but he does have like 10 kids or something like that. But I don't think any of them are married and have babies yet. The Boomer Brad Band, yeah. Dude, congrats, man. That's awesome. That's so cool, dude. Way to go, bud. Glad she said yes. The fact that you found 3 women in your life and they all said yes to you, that says a lot about the kind of guy you are, man. The fact that you're on here every single night and you keep dropping boot camps like candy in here also says a lot about who you are. So Mike. Mike Hawksmall says, must have a knee hanger. You got a kickstand for a third leg down there, buddy. 20 years younger. Dang! He showed him his P&L. You whipped out your P&L, didn't you, Drops? You whipped out your P&L, buddy. Thunder Gun Express. This is so hilarious. I love this chat. Tripod special. Oh, come on, Mark. He didn't order her from Mel Brides R Us. I can't find the P&L song, Dave. It's in the song submission channel somewhere. And I scrolled through. I have no idea where it is. It's so far back up. I tried searching for it. I couldn't find it. And nothing wrong with imports. Oh, no, nothing wrong. I can't find it. If somebody knows where it is and can reply to it in the song submission channel, it'll drop it down to the bottom and then I can download it and have it to play. But I couldn't find it. I don't know where it's at. Now the real story. Over 20 years ago, we worked together. I have never worn a ring. She didn't know I was married. She told me one day she loved me. She contacted me last month. She didn't even know I was single again. She was in love with me for years. Bro, you got some serious aura going on. You got some serious aura going on. Dave, you downloaded it a long time ago. Put it back in the song submission channel so I can grab it. Knife catchers, yeah, I've downloaded knife catchers. I've got knife catchers. I've got Please Go Down on Me. What else do I have that I downloaded? Some of the regulars. I've got oh, I got Fraser's After Hour Market. I keep forgetting to play that. Let me play that one right now. That's a really good one. Fraser has a really good one too. This is Fraser's tune. Fraser wrote this for the night shift. So I've got that one. I've got Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, so good. I have Neon's, I wrote Neon's intro song for him, The Room Shows Up, but I can't play it on this stream because it belongs to him now, but I have it. Whoosh fan. Please go down on me. Rocket scooter emojis. Knife Catchers Anonymous. Yeah. This is a great tune by Frazier, by the way. Drops, that's such a cool story, man. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so happy for you guys. That's so cool, dude. Yeah, I don't know if I want to take another stab here. I feel like if it rejected that lower band, it showed no willingness to want to come back up. It feels like it may want to explore a little bit lower here. The next level I would be looking at on NQ for me, if it breaks there, would probably be like maybe somewhere in here, like 740 to like 760 might be the next place I would look for a long. If it breaks this low, I feel like it's going to want to come down lower into here. I think somewhere in this level right here is where I would be looking for my next entry if I wanted to try another long on NQ. Somewhere about like this. That's where I would be looking. And probably towards the lower end of that range is where I would prefer. Somewhere in there. That just lines up with just old levels. This little consolidation area before we popped up. Big buyers here. We had a sell candle. Big buyers stepped in aggressively, pushing that. That was this morning pre-market. So I could see it retesting the lower end of that range a little bit maybe. Drop says, I was in love with her too, but loved my wife, so I left the job. We kept in contact, and when she contacted me, she was all in. I don't cheat. Stupid laws about one wife, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, marriage is a covenant. That's the way I view it too, so. Good for you, buddy. Mac Dabrowski, no, there's not a new playlist. It's the same playlist, and I add songs to it as I go and I write new ones. This song that we're listening to is from Frazier. He put it in the song submission channel. It's called After Hours Market. He wrote for the night shift stream. But somebody was asking for this one.
Hi, my name is Dave.
Knife Catchers Anonymous. This is a classic rocket scooter tune here.
It was just another wick.
We looking for a gold dump?
Saw it on the 5-minute, heart skipped a beat. Formed a little hammer, looked kinda neat. No confirmation, no real bias, but I hit long. Now I'm red in the face. Storm it was thin, tape was slow, but something inside said, bro, just go. 20 handles later, it dumped on me. Should have waited for the MHP. Welcome
I don't have EST either. I need EST. I need P&L. I need EST. I think those are the two main ones I'm missing. I'm not touching gold. I'm not touching oil. Oil's kind of falling off back down to VWAP. It closed back under VWAP. You could expect it to come back down in the middle of that range. Man, my NQ played out all the way back up to the bottom of that value area low there. Nice pump. Nice pump. You pulled out 1K last night on GC? Nice. MHP, Josh Littlejohn, stands for monthly hedge pressure. That is the area where dealers will hedge their positions when price reaches there. And that's based on the maximum gamma exposure from the options market that dealers work off of. I'm not on any entry now. I already took my trade for the night. I bottom ticked this entry right here. You can go back and see. I bottom ticked right there. I bottom ticked. And then top ticked it here. Well, not true. Almost top tick on the run up. Bottom tick to top tick. That's how you trade right there, ladies and gentlemen.
And I caught.
That's how you trade right there, ladies and gentlemen. Best to ever do it.
Again.
Just wish that was 40 contracts instead of 1 micro. Knife Catchers Anonymous, yeah, I searched for it quite a bit in there to find it, but I ended up finally finding it. Where's my mouse? Come on. I have that one. What else do I have? Oh, I got this one. This is Keith's Whoosh fan. Whoosh fan blowing up. All right, we'll do the 4 boot camp giveaways in about 10 more minutes, guys. Hang in there. If you have yet to take the Rocket Scooter boot camp and you would like to learn from one of the best teachers and just learn the best trading education that's available out there, in my opinion, you're going to want to stick around and be in that draw. We're going to give away 4 Rocket Scooter boot camps. Wick Tickler, baby. Wick Tickler. Hey, 124 bucks. That's a nice little meal out for you and your lady. That'll buy a few Chick-fil-A sandwiches. That'll get you some nice chicken tender. What? He's like, hell no. You're not giving away 4, buddy. You're giving away 8. That's hilarious. Rogan Lamb says I made a song called Full Porters Anonymous. You got it? Is it in there? Where is it in the song submissions? Did you just put it in? Where's it at, Rogue? Drops, man, you're awesome, dude. Thank you for doing that. Rogue, if you can reply to it and knock it down to the bottom, that'll help me find it, because there's so much scrolling. I can't find anything when I'm just scrolling through there. It's older. Yeah. It's gonna be hard for me to scroll up and find it. If you can reply, if you find it and can reply to it, it'll knock it down and then I can grab it for you. No Soup for You says, this is my first time here, but if I could give constructive criticism, the music is like 10 to 20% louder than you. Yeah, I have it up loud right now because it's not always like that, No Suit for You. These are just some very popular songs here in the chat that people like to hear, so usually I have it down a lot lower, but yeah. Also, I am a musician, producer, audio engineer by trade, and so music is my jam, baby. I like to keep it up loud, but yeah, I hear you. We typically don't play it that loud. We'll see if Rogue can find it. If he finds it, I'll play it. We did nail that long on NQ, baby. I just wish it was for my full position. That's the first time I think I've been partialed in on a paper trading account. I don't think I've ever been partialed in on a paper trading account before. Like, why is it coded to model partial fills? Is it really? Nah, it's all good. No suit for you. It's fine. It's fine. I'm waiting to see if, oh, here, Sir Darb, what do we got? Kevin put this in. Oh, is this this P&L? Is this the real one? Download, baby. I got it. This is from Mike. Mike is one of our OG songwriters. And we play this song. Matt plays this song all the time when he starts talking about when he gets on a win streak and everybody in the chat's making money. This song is called Show the P&L. Oh, God. Don't do this to me. Hold on. Hold on. There it is. Whip it out, guys. Are you green tonight? I want to see it.
Show your P&L, yeah, whip it out. Let's see the P&L, whip it out, whip it out. Look at the curve. Let's see that bank account.
Look at the curve.
Show me that account. Let's see the P&L too. Yeah, show that thing. Let's see your bank account. Yeah, oh yeah.
This is a great song, Mike. You killed it. What's your mom's maiden name?
What's your mom's maiden name? Yeah, let's hear it. Let's see your birth certificate too. Yeah, whip it out. Let's see that P&L. Oh yeah, nice curve.
I got a little micro P&L going on tonight.
Show me your P&L, whip it out. Show your P&L, yeah, whip it out. Let's see the P&L, whip it out, whip it out. Look at the curve. Let's see the bank account. Show me that account. Let's see that P&L too. Yeah, show that thing. Let's
Who's winning, Carlos? What's the score?
yeah, oh yeah, nice curve. Oh yeah. Show me your P&L, whip it out. Show your P&L, yeah, whip it out. Let's see the P&L, whip it out. Whip it
Still 2-1.
out. Let's see that.
Dude, I didn't realize Italy had such a strong team, man. Where did that come from?
Yeah, show that thing. Let's see your bank account. Yeah, oh yeah. What's your mom's maiden name?
Oh, they were all born in the US, but they play for Italy? Who's on that team? I don't think I did not realize Italy had such game. All right, there's the P&L song. All right, I think jumping down to the bottom, Rogue found it. There we go. Bohemian Rhapsody style, full Porters Anonymous. This is from Rogue of the Lamb. Rogue, if you don't know, for those that are new to the stream and new to the Rocket Scooter community, Rogue is top 3 AI songwriters in the Rocket Scooter community, probably. He's got to be top 3 probably. Tech, Rogue, me, Keith writes bangers. Like Rogue is OG. Rogue writes good stuff. All right, this is called Full Porters Anonymous.
Is this the trade of life?
Bohemian Rhapsody style.
Caught in a margin call. No more life.
And while we're listening to it,
Open my chart.
let's
Wordity map I see.
because
I'm just a full porter. I need no sympathy. 'Cause
In honor of Drops Homestead getting engaged and donating 2 boot camps, so we have 8 to give away. Type in Drops. Type in Drops if you want to be in the drawing for one of our 8 boot camp giveaways we're going to do right now. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to type it in. Type in Drops if you would like to be in the drawing for a Rocket Scooter boot camp. The Rocket Scooter boot camp is 20 days long. If you take the live boot camp that Matt's going to do at the end of March, there's 1 lesson per day at the end of the market close. If you don't want to wait for the live, you can, of course, you can go in right now and watch all of the videos immediately. They're available right now. So, like I said before, you guys have heard me say it changed the way I trade. I know it's changed the way that a lot of people in here trade. That's why so many people donate boot camps to complete strangers here on the stream. So Drops donates them all the time. You can just type it one time, guys. You don't get more entries the more you type it. The bot has picked you up. If you've typed it in, if you typed in Drops, the bot got you. Drop has been trading since 2005. Dang. This is really good, Rogue. And there's quite a bit of volume came in on that last candle, that last sell candle. Quite a bit of selling pressure there.
Liquidity has some margin put aside for me. For me.
Naveen, I trade ES and NQ. Like today, I traded both at different times, depending on where they were at and what they were doing. I'm not, Enzo, the next place I would be looking for long on NQ, I put it right here. I would be looking for a long somewhere around like 7. I might even lower that a little bit. I'd probably say something like this is where my next long entry would be. Like 735 to 760, somewhere in this range. I would look for another long opportunity. I'm not going to short into that. It may still pop up. But that's probably where I might look for another entry here. If I was wanting to get long. So close to the end of my nightly trading session, I'm probably not going to look to take another entry right now. ES, I would be looking for 67.18. I might set a limit order here before I go to bed tonight at MHP on ES. Might be kind of cool. Wake up and see what kind of profits I'm in. All right, I'm grabbing all of the winners here, or grabbing all of the users, and we're going to use ChatGPT. We're going to use ChatGPT to pick, since we have 8. Come on, close it. Why isn't it closing? There we go. All right. And because I do it with ChatGPT, I always make ChatGPT write me up a script to read out like a cheesy announcer. So we're going to keep that going too. All right. Please choose 8 random names from the list below to win a Rocket Scooter Bootcamp. And write me an awesome, over-the-top script to read out the names. Here's all the names. We don't need Rocket Scooter AI. All right, there's everybody that's in the drawing. Everybody that's in the drawing, there you go. Good luck. And submit. All right. Did it give me a script? Okay, here's the script. Ladies and gentlemen, traders and future market snipers, we just witnessed absolute chaos in the markets. But this right here is where lives change. Out of a sea of grinders, chart watchers, late night warriors, and comeback stories in progress, 8 names got the call. 8 names just stepped out of drawdown and into opportunity. If you heard your name just now, understand this, you didn't just win a boot camp, you just got access to the edge. The same tools, the same mindset, the same system that turns hesitation into execution, execution into consistency, and consistency into payouts. This is where stats get built. This is where discipline gets forged. This is where traders stop guessing and start dominating. Oh, I didn't read the names. The 8 winners of the Rocket Scooter Bootcamp are Tiny Toons, winner number 2 tonight. Jay Black, Life of Jared VR, Mom Bucks, Bear Room Trader, Christ for You Too, Quentin Hines, and Top Ticka. Congrats. You guys are the winners. Type something in chat and let me know you're here. Learn from bootcamp, drop and give me 20. Mom Bucks, Top Ticka, Life of Jared, Tiny Toons for the second win tonight. Congrats. Price for You, got you. Hell yeah, Bear Room Trader. There you go. All right, so if you won, let me turn the music down. If you guys won, you're going to go into our Discord, and you can find a link to our Discord in the description of this video. Go into our Discord, go into the contest channel for Discord, and you're gonna message our admin in there named Slacks. You'll see him, he's all over that channel. Just click on his name, right click on it, send him a DM. Let him know that you won one of the boot camps tonight. You're gonna need to send him a screenshot of your YouTube ID so that it matches what I'm about to send him. And he'll verify everything and then he'll hook you up with your boot camp. So Matt will be doing a live boot camp at the end of this month. He'll start a new one and it'll run for 20 days. Every day the market's open, it'll run for 20 days. If you didn't win and you would like to take the boot camp, it is only $20. It's very cheap. It's $1 a day basically. But it is worth 100 times more than that. It is so good. It's so good. Rockstar says he'll match you next time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Great stream tonight, guys. Chat was on fire. Vibe was on fire. We bottom ticked. We tickled some wicks. We tickled some wicks tonight on the stream. Plus a $5 surcharge. That's hilarious. This is my Tokyo Ticks tune I wrote a couple days ago. It's really good too. I need to write a wick tickler. I need to write a wick tickler song. I'll work on that tomorrow. Basho says recently joined server on Discord where she posts fort signals, and I'm doing 100% very well on my trades, making some little cash these days. Well, Basho, you gone. You gone. Bye. Don't be coming in here spamming. Freaking bots. What a way to bring it down, man. Don't be bringing my stream down like that. Don't be bringing those vibes in here. Oh, they were just pushing some other stupid Discord. You know, you get those Discord messages. You should follow this girl. She calls out crypto. She makes crypto calls, and I made $85,000 million this last week. Some stupid crypto signal group or something. I don't know. You can't kill the vibe of the wick tickler. Tickling wicks, baby. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's session, man. I think it's going to be good. I'm going to hang on to my bias where I think London comes down a little bit lower, but we you know, I don't think we come down much lower than this tonight. I would be surprised if we wake up tomorrow morning and the New York, you know, we're down here for New York. Then we're definitely, I think, going to be looking to make a new weekly low down here. DD Band might save us. I don't know, but I just have this feeling. Maybe I'm just trying to convince myself of a story that's not there, and I'm missing it. But I just feel like the market is becoming desensitized a little bit to the current situation, and it's starting to, the volatility is starting to slow down a little bit. You see oil kind of starting to really kind of bank out a little bit here and base out a little bit in here. Check the news again. Has anything else happened? Israel has begun more strikes on Hezbollah in Beirut and begun widespread strikes on infrastructure in Tehran. A loud bang has been heard in Dubai, with multiple witnesses confirming. I don't know, man. I just don't get the only thing that's gonna, I think the two biggest things that are going to push oil higher are if there's attacks on oil infrastructure on either side, really, but specifically to the Americans attacking Iranian oil infrastructure, that will shoot it up. And then if you get any hint of ceasefire or, you know, treaty talk or whatever, oil's gonna drop hard and the market's gonna pump hard. I feel like we're just kind of in like this little breather section. We're just taking a little breather from everything. That just crazy volatility. I feel like we're just taking a little breather. Maybe it's just some consolidation. We have a couple days of chop. We have FOMC coming up on Wednesday, so maybe we're just going to chill until we get the confirmed no rate cut on Wednesday. We have a rollover this week, contract rollover. So you add up all of that, and maybe we just kind of hesitate around here for a little while. Yeah, who needs a Discord group when you can just watch? You can just watch me tickle some wicks for free on YouTube every night. Dan says, I'm just tired of 6-month range. Dude, me too, bro. This is ridiculous. Like, what in the frick, dude? This range right here is absolutely insane. September to now the middle of March. It's crazy. It's going somewhere. It's coiling up for a move. Like, it's just compressing and coiling up. So I'm with you though, buddy. I'm ready to get out of this stupid slop. Get back into like a more normal trading environment. If you didn't know, if you're new to the stream, this is the Day Trading with Matt channel, and we have 3 streamers on this channel. Matt is the founder of this channel, the inventor of the Rocket Scooter trading platform. He streams every morning. He streams every morning from about 8:30 till about 11:30, and then he goes and does an hour show on My Funded Futures TV. And then our friend Neon picks it up in the afternoon about 1:30 and goes all the way to market close. And then, of course, I'm here every single night with you guys, 7 to 10, anytime the market's open. And it's been a great stream tonight. It has been fantastic hanging out with you guys. I truly am so grateful that you guys continue to support all of us, and especially the night shift here. A month ago, this time segment didn't exist at all. And we've just been taking ground and having a blast doing it. And you guys have been the reason why it's been so successful. So thank you so much for hanging out with me every single night. I really do appreciate it. Watching somebody who's just along in the journey, just like you, trying to grow my little micro P&L over here for you and tickle some wicks along the way. So grateful for you guys. It's time for the night shift to clock out. It's time for me to tuck you in and wish you sweet dreams of green. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Y'all come out and support the channel again.
Screens are off.
Thanks, Coach Greg. Have a great night, buddy.
Final print is at a
Good night, Mark. Good night, Matt.
Chat slows down.
Adam, have a great night.
Room goes calm.
Dan, we'll see you tomorrow, buddy. Sweet dreams, bud.
In my palm.
Good night, Jay Black. Good night, Dave Mack. Good night.
No need to
Good night, Devil Jinx. C Wiz. Lord Kick, have a great night.
night shift. Clocking out.
Good night, Rockstar.
Close the charts.
See you, Frazier. Have a great night. Woo Outside, Adam Daz. Y'all have a great night. What the heck? It's Burns Trades, Tony B. Y'all have sweet dreams. In Vanderos, have a great night. Captain Jack, of course, good night. Good night, Mike. Good night, Drops. Thanks for the donations, man, and congrats again on the engagement. Good night, Ian. Rogue, have a great night, buddy. Sweet dreams. Jay Woods, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Thanks for being here. Good night, Saint. Dolfo, Christ for you. Y'all have a great evening. Thanks. Sweet dreams, Slacks. Thanks for all you do, buddy. Good night, Adam. Good night, Kevin. Trade it now. Good night. Good night. Good night, Mom Bucks. Have a great evening. Thanks for being here. Zill. Sweet dreams, bud. Thanks, somebody. Dino's Den. Good night, man. Good night, D-Trades. Y'all go to sleep.
Sweet dreams are made of green. Sweet
Might have to change my handle. Wick Tickler. Hey, Jay, thanks for being here. Have a great night.
sweet dreams
Kimberly, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Have a great night.